This is a short video on how to remove silver from a freshly silvered mirror. As you can see, I've got a mirror here and there are a number of defects, including not very good silver adhesion on the edge. And also there's a general yellowish tint to the mirror, possibly as a result of the application of an anti-tarnish agent. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to square one and resilver this mirror. So before I do that, I have to take the old silver off. The product that I'm using is the silver remover from Angel Gilding, which is basically a two-part chemical. The two chemicals, independent of each other, are inert, but when you mix them together, they will basically attack the silver in a most magical way. So basically you mix equal parts of both chemicals, which I've done in this little vial here. And so I'm just going to pour it into here. And then all I'm going to be using is cotton makeup pads that and just dab on the chemical, and as you'll see in a moment, the silver just magically vanishes. It's really quite incredible. So I'm just going to touch it to the mirror, and you can see that right away the silver is starting to come off. And so basically the technique is to just slowly and methodically work your way around the mirror and just erase the silver. It's a good idea to have a glove on. These are kind of nasty chemicals. Now, an interesting part of this test here is that, and you can see the black lines are actually on the back side of the mirror. But an interesting aspect of this particular test is that it was unclear as to whether or not the silver remover would remove the silver effectively once the anti-tarnish agent has been applied to the silver. But as you can see, the silver is just being erased very easily. I'm not really using a lot of pressure. I'm just wiping back and forth. And the remover just does whatever magic it does to undo the reaction. This is a 14-inch mirror. And as you can see, I've already got about a third of it done. Now, unfortunately, the chemicals, once mixed, only last about an hour. So you need to kind of judge how much you're going to mix up and use the chemical sparingly. Basically, the containers have got 60 mils each. And right now, I just mixed up 15 mils in total, so 7.5 from each. And I'm still on the first go around. Oh, actually, okay, you can see it wasn't removing that well because I had a bunch of silver already there, and as soon as I flipped my pad, suddenly I'm able to erase a whole lot better again. You can see here silver from the back side. That's a result of the overspraying when I applied the silver in the first place. But I've only dabbed my pad once and I'm already halfway around the mirror, so I have a feeling I kind of overestimated how much remover I'm going to need. which is odd because I've done this about 3 or 4 times now. Never seem to hit quite the sweet spot. Just going to switch pads here. Now there's some harsh chemicals in here, and so these pads I'm going to dispose with the same chemicals that are a part of the disposal process of silvering. So you can't just throw it into the garbage. Fresh pad makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, look at that. And what was once silvered is now glass. Doesn't really matter that the silver's on the back side, but it bothers me that it's there. So I'm going to take it off as well. And there you go. I'm not going to wash the mirror because as a part of the silvering, which is going to happen shortly, it's going to be very thoroughly cleaned. And again, you don't want these chemicals to run off into the water system. So it will be cleaned in the proper way, catching all the runoff. But there you have it.